Worried about nuclear war, prepping for a pandemic, or maybe you're just eating cheap? Either way, there's only one food you'll ever need to eat. A well-stocked pantry includes a number of basic ingredients that you should always have on hand. If you're a salt-of-the-earth survivalist or just someone who wants to keep a steady budget, you can't do much better than canned foods. Of course, you might be wondering what canned foods are best to stock up on and which have the longest shelf life. After all, no one wants to be stuck with cans of food that go bad before you even get to eat them. While all canned foods can last a good few years, canned meats and vegetables can last the longest. Surprisingly, canned meat can last on the shelf from 4 to 10 years, and canned vegetables can have a shelf life of 3 to 8 years. Certain dehydrated foods, such as carrots and corn, can last anywhere between 10 and 25 years. And here are some foods that, with proper storage, can last you for as long as 30 or more years. Take beans, for example.
A million housewives every day pick up a tin of beans and say, beans means Heinz.
According to many sources, canned cooked beans last 5 years or longer, similar to other canned vegetables and legumes. However, researchers at Brigham Young University have found that canned dried beans can last several times as long. They ran an experiment on the quality of dried beans after 30 years. The results showed that the beans had suffered some loss of quality, which was unavoidable due to the amount of time that passed, but that they were still perfectly acceptable to eat. The Provident Prepper also tested dried beans after 18 years. These dried beans were sealed in large cans, and they noted a sweet metallic smell after opening the cans. However, after the beans were rinsed, the smell, which is a product of long-term canning, quickly went away. The beans were able to be made into 15 different meals that the website claimed tasted delicious. How long beans last depends on how you store them. Utah State University has discussed the ideal conditions to store dried beans, for example. The key is eliminating oxygen contact. Either a number 10 can or a Mylar-type bag are best, but canning jars are also suitable for small quantities. Oxygen absorbers should also be used within the packaging, and the containers should be kept in a cool, dry, and dark place. Sudden changes in temperature or prolonged exposure to temperatures above 75 degrees Fahrenheit can cause spoilage. Many readily available dried beans make great candidates for long-term storage, including adzuki, kidney, black-eyed peas, and black and navy beans. Pinto beans have been the subject of multiple studies, so they're a sure bet too. Split peas and lentils, though not actually beans, are also great options. Soybeans will keep for up to 10 years, but their higher oil content means they will spoil more quickly than other types of beans. It's important to know how to recognize the signs of deterioration with canned foods, however. Severe rusting can cause tiny holes which sacrifice the integrity of the can, for example. You also need to look for signs that bacteria or yeast has grown inside the can. The warning signs include loose or bulging jar lids, leaking or dented cans, and bad smells. In a worst-case scenario, improperly canned foods could cause botulism. Botulism is caused by the bacteria Clostridium botulinum and can lead to paralysis, breathing difficulties, or even death. This bacteria causes no change in taste, sight, or smell of the canned food, but can be fatal even when consumed in small quantities. For this reason, it is very important to carefully inspect cans for signs of damage. Storing beans in a clean and proper way ensures you'll have plenty of food supply for years to come. Even better, the many amazing recipes you can rustle up with a can of beans means that whether you're hunkering down for a pandemic, hiding out in a bunker, or just focusing on frugality, you'll always have something delicious and nutritious to eat.